just found this book in the airport bookstore and it's Meet Me Milan, and obviously I'm going to Milan, but I'm not really planning on buying anything simply because I can't carry it all. I hit my head on the back. If it looks like I'm wearing pyjamas, no I'm not, mind your business. We are back at the hotel now. I feel like this is the first time I've actually sat down and said a proper hello to this vlog. So, hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. We are in Milan and we did this as a voucher mystery holiday, which we've never done before. We didn't understand how it was done, what was happening. We didn't actually know our destination until we booked it. It was a whole thing and I will let you know my experience at the end, but so far, it's been okay. We are staying in our hotel for 2 nights and it's currently around 4 or 5 p.m. right now, but we're about 40 minutes out from the actual city centre, which isn't terrible considering there's buses and things, but we will get to that at a later point. But I did want to do a little reading update for you guys because I feel like this book matches my outfit right now. I was not wearing these trousers in the airport. I did buy them, but I'll give you a haul in a minute. But I am currently on chapter 4 of the first Addicted book. I was going to read this for another video. This wasn't the plan, but I was like, I just want to mood read for the time when I'm in Milan. I just want to take 1 or 2 books with me. I'm only here for 2 nights. I'm not going to get much reading done. What is it that I want to read the most? And Addicted definitely is my most anticipated series ever because my most previous anticipated series was Magnolia Parks and I've read that. So this is definitely a close second to my most anticipated read ever. Obviously I am only on chapter 4, which is page 50. I actually did read up to page 40 a couple of months ago and then I just had to stop reading it for a video. I just wasn't going to love it as much as I was going to because I didn't want to rush it. I just stopped reading it because I was like, I need to love this book. Like, as I said, it's my most anticipated read, if not ever, barring Magnolia Park. So I was like, I don't want to read this at a time where I'm not ready for it yet and stuff. And obviously it's a long 10-book series, so I wanted to know that I'd be invested. So now I'm reading it now, even though I was 40 pages in a couple of months ago. But I did start it again from page 1 last night. Read up to around page 20 and then on the plane managed to read 20 something pages. So I'm now further than the point where I got before, which is good. I feel like I'm back in the story, back in the world, and I'm excited. But obviously because I'm so early and I've not got much to say. But I did get a couple of bits from Bershka, so I'm going to give you a little Bershka haul. Obviously I did start off with getting these little pink trousers. I don't think you can see them very well, but I will show you properly in a minute. But I also got them in blue as well because they're just so nice. And this is exactly what I've been looking for. And I didn't want to order them because I just didn't know what size to get. And I'm so glad I didn't because realistically, if I ordered the size I thought I was going to be, it would have been way too big because I tried them on in store and they were way too long and way too big. So I'm very happy that I got the medium. Because to be fair, they still do have room, they're very stretchy. I could have got a small, but I wanted a large and they were way too long. I also saw this is the first thing I actually picked up. A Pretty Little Liars t-shirt. This I did get in a large because I do like it baggy, but I just thought that's so cool because Pretty Little Liars is like my favourite TV show ever. I've rewatched it like countless times. I probably couldn't even tell you how many times I've watched that show. So I had to pick that up and that was, it has no price, but I think it was like 20 something pound maybe, which isn't terrible. I thought I could use it as like a chill out top, a pyjama top, or like like a throw on, go to the shops top. And I can't remember how much the trousers were, but I think they're around the £30 mark. So I'll obviously leave the link in the description if I can find it online. And the last thing I got was this England shirt, because obviously the Euros play. We play tonight in the Euros, actually, as I'm filming this now, like it's the England game tonight. So I got this, and it has a number 7 on the back, which is my lucky number, so that is perfect. But I thought it was cute. I saw everyone wearing them, like someone was wearing this walking around the shop, and I was like, oh, I wonder where she got that from. And then I saw all of the like Germany one, the France one, and like all of that, and I was like, I want one, where's the England one? And then I finally found it, and I was like, I'm so glad. So I picked that up too, simply so I can wear it when I watch the Euros. Because realistically, the only way I show interest in football is when the Euros are on, if the World Cup's on, or if I get to read during the games, which is exactly what the plan is tonight. But obviously, as I said, it's around 5 o'clock now, so we're probably just gonna head for an early dinner, to be honest, because we just wanna get back. We've been awake since 3 o'clock this morning, and it's just been a very, very long day of travel. And then we went shopping. My legs feel like they're about to fall off. I don't even wanna go back outside, but I know that later on we're gonna want dinner. I'm not even that hungry, but it's needed. Can you tell me why I bought Pringles with my hard-earned money? Are you kidding me? It is the next day now, and it's currently about 4 p.m? What's the time? About 4 p.m, and I haven't really read too much today. I managed to read up to page 70 something last night, and then today I've read just over page 100. So about 30 pages today, which isn't great. I would have liked to have read more, but I've just had like a really slumpy, but in a good way, day. Like I just wanted to chill out and do absolutely nothing. And I think it's just because we had such a long day of travel yesterday, and I woke up again at 20 past 11 today, so I had like nearly 12 hours sleep, which is amazing because we went to bed at about 10 last night. So yeah, really loving that. I just needed to just go to sleep. I was in well need of a good sleep. But we are about to head out for dinner. I've got my new Bershka trousers on, which I bought yesterday because they're just so comfortable. But we're gonna try and maybe get some pizza. I think it would not be Italy if we didn't just at least go and try and get a pizza. If not, we're just gonna end up in McDonald's. I don't know. We're just gonna have a little look around and see what there is. Maybe get an ice cream or something, I don't know. But we're gonna go for dinner and come back here, but our flight is actually tomorrow at 7 in the morning, so we have to leave here about 4 o'clock. So we're gonna book a cab for like late tonight, and yeah, we're gonna go. The drama that we've just had. So we got to the train station to come home from our lovely little excursion in Milan. We had a nice pizza, dinner was lovely, did a little bit more shopping. Riley managed to get a basketball jersey from the NBA store, which he really wanted, which was good. And we got back to the train station, and then they announced, obviously in Italian, that there was a metro delay. A couple of people were like planning on leaving. They were just like frantically running out of the station, and we were a little bit confused because we were like, what's going on? Maybe only their train got cancelled, we don't know, because obviously it's Italian. There was another announcement after us waiting there a little bit longer, and a couple of people did still stay, and then luckily these two amazing Italian guys came up to us and said like, metro delay, no, metro cancelled, like no more metro today, no more trains because of a strike. So we were like, oh my god, how are we going to get home? I was like, right, let's book an Uber. Booked an Uber, none available, because obviously everyone in that station had to get home somehow, so that was fun. So then we got on a bus, which was also just very busy and horrible. Then we got on a tram, which you couldn't even stand up properly because it was just ramo. So I was like pressed up against Riley, like holding his bag because I couldn't reach the thing to hold on. And then that was also delayed, so we just didn't know where we was, where we were going. And then we had to get on a bus, but then the tram diverted and completely stopped and was like, no more tram, you have to get off right now. So then we had to get off. We were in the middle of nowhere, we had no idea where we were. And then I managed to walk further because we were like, I'm not waiting 25 minutes for a bus. If we just walk and then the bus catches us up, great, as long as we're making progress in this journey. Because it was like a 40-minute walk to our hotel, and we were like, let's just do it. Got to about 25 minutes in and we were like, right, the bus is in 5 minutes to where we are, so we'll just wait for the bus. And then we got on the bus and then had a 6-minute walk from the bus stop to the hotel, and now sweating, but we're back. Obviously I can understand that public transport has its delays and has its strikes, but it was manic. So now we're just really sweaty, really horrible. I planned on going home tonight in these trousers to go to the airport, so I'm either going to have to just air them out because I'm a sweaty mess, or just wear something else. My other trousers that I wore yesterday on the plane are like fleecy and I was absolutely sweating. But now I think it's, what's the time, about 8 o'clock, just after 8, 20 past 8. So I think I'm just gonna read for the rest of the night and go to sleep. Riley's gonna put the NBA draft on because that's tonight. Hopefully we get a good pick, I don't know how it works. And I'm just gonna read and go to sleep and just have a chilled night, slap the aircon on and relax. And I'll obviously update you when I read and how much I read, because that's the point of this vlog. But I just went on a whole travel rant. It's 4 AM and we're leaving to go home. So I'm back from Milan and I wanted to speak to you about Addicted. Obviously the whole point of this video was to see how much I can realistically read on a 2-day city break. So I'm not sure what I said because I have been back for over a week now, maybe over 2 weeks. I'm not actually too sure what I told you, but we went there on Tuesday, had the whole day there Wednesday, and then came back on Thursday. But obviously in that time we were visiting the city, shopping, eating, traveling, and just being very, very busy. So I wasn't sure how much reading I was actually going to get done. And I started the trip on page 20, and that was when I was on the plane. I was already on page 20 from reading it the night before. Now I'm going to speak you through sort of what I read on the trip. So when I was on the plane, I read up to around page 45, which for a plane journey that's over an hour, you'd think that I would probably read more than that, but I just don't think I was in the mood. I just sort of wanted to do other things. And then when we got there that night, I did manage to read up to page 70. So I did still read 50 pages on the first day, considering I travelled as well. I was so tired, but 50 pages isn't bad. And then I woke up the next day. We had like quite a slow morning, and then we didn't go out until 4 PM because we wanted to go out for a dinner rather than a lunch. So we sort of had all day in bed, and I didn't read much that day either, but I think I read up to like page like 80 or something. So I literally read like 10 pages in the day. And then we obviously had all that travel trouble, and then once I got back I read up to over page 100. I think I was on like 115, 130. And then obviously we left that night, but it was like 2 o'clock in the morning, so it was technically the Thursday, but it was like 2 AM. And then on the plane I actually read quite a bit. I read up to page 59, so I read like 60 pages just on the plane alone, if not 50. And then obviously I got home. So all in all, that actually isn't a lot, but for a 2-day trip when you're that busy, I do think about 100 pages isn't bad. It was just over 100. So when you actually look at that I've just opened it actually conveniently to page 103. Like that's quite decent for a 2-day trip with when you're that busy. I don't know, I just thought that I would do this video just to see how much I can read in that time. Obviously, you probably would have seen my Lanzarote vlog when I went on holiday. When it was more of like a beachy trip and a sitting around the pool trip and a longer trip, I obviously read a lot more. But I think 100 pages, not that bad. But that is all for today's video. Really sorry that it's a short one, and really sorry that I didn't actually complete this book in this video. That was never the aim, but I always like to make sure that I can give like some sort of review, but obviously I don't know. But I have now since finished it. I will say, I really enjoyed this book, but I didn't finish it in this vlog technically. I don't know, but I can see this becoming one of my like favourite series ever. But if you did enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up, comment down below one of your most anticipated reads, and I will hopefully see you in my next one. Love you guys lots, bye.